But yeah, so hopefully we're getting into this year. By now, all of your New Year resolutions will have cracked and gone. You'll have gone back to beating yourself up because you haven't done it. So today we're going to be talking, as I said, and over these last few months since I last spoke to you all, a few things have happened that have kind of changed my mind. I believe if we're open-minded, we're always evolving, aren't we? And you know, we're never the full product if you open your mind. And I'm lucky to have some really, really incredible people in my life. Some of them I've met in person, but I've known online for quite a long time. And every now and again, when I'm talking to these people, and Jessica, who's here, you know, she's one of those people. I've been talking to Jess over the last few years. Some of the nuggets of brilliance that she drops are immense, and you only have to get one of those things to kind of move you in a different direction. So I'd like to think I'm always evolving, and over the last few months, the things that have come to me the most, there are a couple of things which we're going to work in today's hypnosis as well, and I'll tell you how this come about. My son and I run the Jacquin Hypnosis Academy, and we train online. And in that training, when we're talking about habits or we're talking about changing some aspects of our life, we ask for a demo subject from the class. It's online, it's live. We ask for a subject from the class. And we were doing one on habits. And Anthony said, has anyone got a habit they want to be free of? So a lady put her hand up. So he said, okay, what's your habit? She said, well, I want to stop swearing so much, right? So she said, I tend to swear too much. So I want to stop swearing so much. So Anthony worked with her, and he did this session with her. And afterwards, I just said to him, why didn't you ask the lady if she wanted to quit swearing altogether? And he said, well, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to stop swearing altogether? I said, well, I don't think we really need to swear. I said, and I think I'm going to see if I can do it. So anyway, once I'd said that, of course, every time I swore, I was really aware of the fact that I was swearing. But then I realized that all the swearing I was doing was at myself. I wasn't swearing at other people. I'm not like one of those people in the car that swear at everyone that pulls up in front of them. I was doing all the swearing I was doing was at myself, calling myself names, saying, you know, you stupid this and you stupid that, and you can't do this and you can't do that. So I was talking to a friend in Australia, and some of you all know this name because I've spoken about it before, Gayleen. And she's one of those kind of brilliant genius kind of people, really. She comes out with these nuggets of gold. Anyway, I was telling her about this, and she said, well, that's self-abuse. And I never really thought about it like that. You know, that imposter monster that Laurie Hammond talks about, and we all know about, that voice in our head says, you can't do this, and you know, it's beating us up all the time. And she said, that's self-abuse. And I'd never looked at it like that. And she said, what you should feel is what I'm going to, over the months we're working together, hopefully over these next few months, it's a thing I want for all of you to understand and get. She said, what you should have is an unconditional love for yourself. And, you know, in England, it's a derogatory term, isn't it? We use it in a way when we say, oh, look at her, she loves herself. Look at him, he loves himself. Instead of saying, look at her, how wonderful. She loves herself. Look at him, how incredible, he loves himself. So having spoken to Gayleen about this, I got into that state myself, and I'm still in it, to be honest with you, that feeling of self-love. And the strange thing happens when you feel it. You start to eat differently. You start to live differently. You know, if you put on a couple of pounds, you know, if you have a friend that you have an unconditional love for, if that person puts on a couple of pounds, you don't stop loving them because they put on a couple of pounds. You don't, if they make a mistake, you don't stop loving that person because they've made one mistake or even a ton of mistakes, because you have an unconditional love for that person. And so I think over these last few months, it's one of the things that's been the most important understanding for me as a person. And I talk about it all the time now in my classes and in my work with who I'm working with, because I think it's the most important thing for all of us. And so at some point today, when we do the hypnosis, I'm going to get you to that point where you understand that you are worth loving. I said this to someone, strange enough, Graham was asking about my holiday, and I travelled back on Wednesday, and what's day, Friday, and sitting next to me on the plane, like you do, cramps up, there's a big guy sitting next to me, and I was talking, and he said what he was doing, telling me all these businesses he had, and he asked me what I did, and I said, I do hypnotherapy. Oh, he said, I'm an alcoholic. He said, I've got 2 years to live. This is a guy sitting next to me on the plane. So I've got psoriasis of the liver. I've got 2 years to live. He said, but I'm a recovering alcoholic. And while he was doing that, he ordered 2 of those small bottles of whiskey. And I'm thinking, he's not doing very well. He said, I went to see Alan Carr. He said he was great. He said, he said, you know, he helped me with my alcohol. And I'm thinking, well, he's just bought 2 whiskies. So anyway, he was telling me, showing me pictures of his kids, all kind of stuff that people do when they annoy you on a plane, when you really want to just have a sleep, and they're talking to you all the time. And he showed me these pictures of his kids. And I just asked him a simple question, because he'd already asked, he had 2 bottles of this whiskey in front of him, and he'd asked the hostess or the male cabin crew, whatever it was, when he could have another drink. And they said, well, you've got to wait an hour. And he was gagging for another drink, and he had 2 in front of him. So I said to him, look, it's simple. I said, you've just got to ask the question, would you want your son doing this? And he looked at me and he went quiet, which was quite a thing, really, because he'd been talking for a long time. And he went quiet. And then he didn't say anything. And then he called up this cabin crew over and he asked them to take his drink away. And when the trolley came round, he ordered a cup of chocolate. And he said, I don't think I'm ever going to drink again. I don't know whether he has. I don't know. But that was just an understanding. Sometimes it's just a clear understanding. Would you want your child doing this? Would you want your child speaking to the self the way you speak to yourself? So this thing about unconditional love was one of those things. And again, this is another thing from Galen. I can't say this is from me. This is from Galen. But she said about this, there's a lot of this talk about law of attraction and manifesting. You know, if I picture myself in a certain kind of house, then it's going to come to me. The universe is going to bring it to me and all that kind of stuff. And she said the thing that's missing from that is it's okay. Like, oh yeah, I want this. I can visualize it. And I'm going to, you know, call upon the law of the universe to bring it to me. It's a tad woo-woo for me, and I'm quite a woo-woo person, but that's still a tad woo-woo for me. But anyway, so she said what's missing is this. She said, if you've got a goal, and we've all got kind of things we want to do this year, she said what you should do is get a sense, go out to where you've achieved that goal, get a sense of what it feels like, and then feel into it, and then ask this question: how much fun is it? And how much fun can I make it? Because quite often, you know, we have these wonderful goals, but when we get there, we realize it never fulfilled you. But by asking the question, how much fun is it? How much fun can I make it? Whether it's a physical goal or a career goal or a financial goal, whatever it might be. And if it's not fun, when you actually feel into it, change your goal. I had a friend years ago, and a brilliant guy. You know, I think he was a millionaire by the time he was 25, self-made. And he would have these, you know, when I'm champion racing driver, you know, I'll be happy. And for the next 5 years, he gets to that, and then he finds that's not enough. And he keeps striving for these goals and finding when he gets there, he's still not satisfied. If he'd felt into that first and gone, how much fun is this? Then maybe he wouldn't have headed in that direction. Personally, I think for all of us, and I'm kind of waffling here as I normally do on a Freddy's Friday therapy at 4, but you know, for me, I think the bottom line for all of us is just, and it's from that beautiful song Nature Boy. It's been sung over the years by lots of Nat King Cole, and you know, so many incredible singers have sung it over the years. But I won't sing it to you unless you beg me, but I won't sing it to you, but I'll tell you how this song goes, because I think the words in it are phenomenal. It says, there was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy, and he travelled near and far over land and sea, And he's very wise, very, very wise indeed. He spoke of many things, kings and beggars and queens. And he said, the greatest thing you can ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. And for me, I have to say, that is the bottom line. And so when we talk about self-love, because we often love, don't we? And we don't get it reciprocated and vice versa. But if you have that self-love, you don't have to find it outside of yourself. So I think that's the bottom line. We can, all of you here, you know, we're all different shapes and sizes, and some of us have physical goals and some of us are whatever. But, you know, Virginia's goal would not suit my goal. You know, she probably wouldn't be the same way as me or look the same as I do. You know, but her goals are real to her. Years ago, I ran a course, a session for motivation. I had a room full of people, maybe 200 people in this room. And I asked them all to take their shoes off. Then I asked them to swap them with the person next to them. Just give your shoes to the person on your left-hand side. And now put them on. And of course, it's ridiculous. People said, well, you know, that's ridiculous. So the chance of your shoes fitting that person's style, never mind fitting their feet, are so slim. But to you, your shoes are the best shoes ever. They suit you, they fit you. We think, and when we look at that, like our goals, it's as much chance of your goal, you know, Simon's goal fitting Mark's goal, or Sarah's goal fitting Michael's goal, as Sarah's shoes fitting Michael, or never mind, or Michael's shoes, you know, suiting Simon's style. We're all different, but we all tend to think that we, you know, have to look a certain way, have to be a certain shape, all those kind of things that are pressured on us. I'm telling you now, all of you, no matter what shape you are, how tall you are, how old you are the most incredible creation in this known universe. Just think how incredible you are. Just think how incredible your body is. We've got Dr. Mark here. You know, he's dealt with people all his life and helping people heal, not only physically, but, you know, psychologically. He's just the most wonderful man you could ever meet. I have to tell you that. And he's dealt with these people all his life. And the body is incredible. And given the right circumstances, we as human beings are always working to thrive in. Everything about our unconscious mind works towards thriving. But it needs a clear direction. You know, you need to have a purpose. You need to have a goal. But when we're thinking about our physical goals, I want you to stop thinking that you need to be any different to you are. You're already a whole being. You're already the most incredible creation in this known universe. So that's what we're going to get to over these next few weeks and months. So you find that inner worth and that inner value. We're going to find, when we think about, we're going to do some what I call future pacing. We're going to help you to go out into the future and experience what it feels like to have achieved the goals you're thinking about. Maybe, you know, it's beginning of the year, we all have those things. Oh, this year I'm going to achieve this. For me, it's just getting to 70 in June. If I can do that, would be, you know. So, but you know what I'm saying is, we have our goals. We've got to feel into those goals. Think how good it feels. You know, we've got some incredible people. I spoke about Jess earlier. And of course, we've got our mum here, Becky. She's fabulous as well. But Jess, you know, believe you're going to do some more fighting this year, are you not? Sounds like a terrible thing.
Yeah, I'm going. Well, I haven't entered yet, but I want to compete at the World Championships in boxing and kickboxing. And I've never fought in boxing before, but why not do it at the World Championships?
Yeah, fantastic. So, you know, but, you know, those goals that we have, and we're going to get an idea of what it feels like. What I want you to do today is just lose yourself for a while. Just when we do the hypnosis, put everything else out of your mind. Whatever's going on in your life, just put it out of the way for a while. Imagine that just for a while, there's nothing you can do about it. Look on this as complete time out for you, and just get focused on how you want to feel. But stop thinking you have to be something else. You don't. You're already a whole being. You're already the most incredible creation. You are love, and you are loved, and you are loving. I'm going to get that into your head, because everything changes. There's a book by a guy called Michael Niels. He wrote this book, How to Be Happy Now. I don't remember much about the book. It is a good book, but I don't remember much about it. But what he says in that, he says, if you're doing things in order to be happy, you are doing them in the wrong order. That made complete sense to me. How many of us say, I'll be happy when I lose a few pounds? I'll be happy when, you know, I'm earning more money. I'll be happy when I've paid my mortgage off. I'll be happy when. And when we're saying I'll be happy when, what we're actually saying is we're not happy now. So I'm going to ask you today to think about the things that you can be happy about right now. I mean, we've got Virginia, she's got a cat. How much luckier do you need to be than to have a cat that loves you? You know, what do you need to do? Just find that love and find that happiness. And then you can still, I'm going to try and drop the word work or strive, but you can still move toward those things that bring you joy, but you no longer need those things to be happy. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Sorry to
It's a big
interrupt.
difference.
This cat behaving very differently today, very unusually. She wants to listen to you. She never doing this, what she's doing now, staying here and listening to you.
Yeah, well, she'll be the new hypno cat.
Yeah,
You're already hypnotized by her. You can see that anyway. But you know, and there's one other thing I want to talk about. I'm putting all these things to you because over these next few months, as we work together, no, we don't work together, as we meet and we share some time together, I want you to get this idea. I run this group, and I'm running it again tonight, starting again tonight. It's called Creating the Body, Health and Happiness Group. And I was running this group a while back, and a friend said to me, in fact, I'm going to say it's the same person I've been talking about already, because she's kind of got into my head with a few nuggets of gold she told me. She said, your energy was off. Now, I'm not into that kind of energy stuff, but she is. And so I said, well, can you tell me what it was? She said, no, you have to figure it out for yourself. Well, that's a really good friend. You might as well just tell me what you think I'm doing wrong. And then she explained that she thought I was, whether consciously or unconsciously, building a kind of dependency on me from this group, because we've been working together for about 2 years. Tess is here. She's one of our Creating a Body, Health and Happiness group. And so I asked myself the questions, quietly on my own. I said, what is this about? And clearly it came back to me, I need approval. And it's not an attractive trait. So I did this thing, which I'll show you how to do as we go along. I've now created called a blink and delete technique. When if you come up with against a thought or a block in your mind, just ask, when did I make that decision? But anyway, I'll teach you that at some other point. So I did the blink and delete thing on this, I need approval. And when you ask the question, when did I make that decision that I need blah, blah, blah? I promise you'll immediately go there. You won't need 3 years of therapy. You'll immediately go to where you made the decision. For me, it was very clear. I was maybe 4 years old. I was with my dad. I won't get into the whole thing, but I recognized that that's where I got that need for, I need that approval. So I've been saying to my clients, and I'm going to say it to all of you, the moment you say, I need something, you are in trouble. There's a difference between thinking, oh, I'd like a glass of wine, than getting home at 6 o'clock and saying, I need a glass of wine. There's a difference between saying, I appreciate your love, than I need your love. It's a difference between appreciating someone in your life and needing someone in your life. So that's something I'm going to talk about as well. Changing that word need for appreciation. I know it's quite hard to say to your partner you've been with for X amount of years, I don't need you, but I love you and I appreciate it. There's a big difference. And the people who understand that know that they're in your life because you appreciate him being in your life, not because you need that person in your life. And it changes the whole aspect of relationships when you make that change from needing to appreciating. So anyway, these things I'm going to be talking about over these next few months, because I know that you all have it within you to enjoy your life to the full. And that's what I want for you. And I want you, when you set targets, to set your targets, not because you need approval, not because you appreciate being as fit and well as you can be. You appreciate being happy. That's what I'm trying to get to here. So anyway, time's gone round and we're going to get into some hypnosis. As I said, all you have to do is absolutely nothing. Look on this as time out. Listen to me if you want, but I don't mean this rudely. I'm not interested in your conscious mind. Your unconscious mind will hear everything I've got to say. It will take from it whatever's needed for you to achieve what you want to achieve this year. But do it from a platform of joy and happiness and love, rather than I've got to do this. I need to do this. Right? So that's where I'm going to get you today. You will have a big experience and just enjoy. Okay. So I want you all to make sure you're comfortable and you're not sitting on the edge of the table with a hot cup of coffee on your lap or anything like that. Right, so if you've got chewing gum in, take that out, please. And yeah, you can carry on stroking your cat, Virginia, because that is going to take you into the deepest trance ever. All right, the cat's induction. She's gone, panicked. All right, so if you're all ready and you're comfortable and you're ready to do this, what I'd like you to do is just take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close, but only as quickly as you're ready to allow yourself this feeling of freedom and unconditional love for yourself. That's right, just for a moment, if you can sense any tension in your body, let it go. And start with those tiny little muscles around your eyes and allow your eyes to relax. Imagine having your temples massaged and your eyes are relaxing so completely they just won't work. That's right, imagine that's happened. Every word I say relaxes your eyes even more. Imagine that your eyes are so relaxed they just won't work. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that just for a while. And when you realize that your eyes are so relaxed they just won't work, you can test them and find it completely locked. That's right. Now, nothing bothers you, nothing affects you, nothing disturbs you. I'm going to snap my fingers, and as you hear that sound, that feeling of relaxation around your eyes is going to flood down through your body like a bliss anesthesia. No matter how relaxed your body gets, that chair, that bed will support you. Get ready. Feel that feeling go down through your body now. Every muscle, nerve and fiber relaxing, like you've had a bliss anesthesia. Just feel it flooding right down through your body, every muscle, nerve and fiber relaxing. Imagine it's happening automatically. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that. Now, as your body relaxes and you listen to my voice, get a sense of drifting deeper and deeper into the most profound state of hypnosis. Just drifting down through space and time. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. Just drifting deeper and deeper. Imagine it's happening automatically. And as you drift into that space, my voice, my words are going to drift with you to become a part of your experience now. Every word I say just doubles that wonderful feeling. Nobody wants anything. No one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to drift even deeper. And as you drift in that space now, my voice and my words drift with you. Everything I say now takes you deeper and deeper. Everything I say now is your reality. Every suggestion I give you, your mind and body will act upon. At a molecular, cellular, neurological levels, now your reality. You have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand and respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that seems to drift through time and space. That wonderful free floating place of effortless relaxation and letting go. Allowing events to occur in their own time, in their own way, as you drift as a mind. And that mind drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. In a moment, you're going to have the most incredible experience of liberation and freedom. Because in a moment, the essence of who you are, that intangible part of a human being, the passenger, the observer in that physical body, is going to separate from your body for a while. It'll be the most incredible experience of liberation and freedom. In a moment, the essence of who you are is going to separate from your physical body. Get a sense of that happening now. Just drifting up out of your body and away from your body and leaving your body in that chair. You may look back at your body and just for a moment, I want you to appreciate your body. How incredible is your body? Just for a moment, think about your feet. How incredible are your feet? How many places have you been because of your feet? How many people have you met because of your feet? How many things have your feet enabled you to do? Just for a moment, think about your hands. How incredible are your hands? The people you've held in your hands, the love you felt through your fingers and your hands, the things that your hands have enabled you to do. How incredible are your hands? How incredible are you? Look at that body in that chair and just for a moment, understand it's okay to love that body. Take care of it. Be kind to it. Because that body is the most incredible creation in this known universe. You are incredible. And get a sense of drifting further and further away from your physical body as you leave it there in that chair. And I want you to notice as you drift away from your body that the essence of who you are is ageless. It's infinite. It has no edge. An understanding that you are not your body. You are not even your name because that was given to you. That whatever you thought you were, you are far, far more than that. Get a sense of that separation now and that feeling of liberation as you drift further and further away from that body. Get a sense now of drifting higher and higher. Drifting up out of your house, drifting up into the sky. Get a sense of drifting so high that you can actually look down, you can see that beautiful planet Earth below you. That beautiful blue planet. Get a sense of that now. The whites of the clouds, the whites of the mountain tops, the greens of the forest, the blue of the ocean. Get a sense of that incredible, beautiful planet below you. How lucky are we to have landed on this planet? Of all the planets in the universe, how lucky are we to have landed on this planet? You may think about the 7.8 billion people on that planet, of which you are one unique, incredible being. Because in the history of mankind, there have been 100 billion human beings on planet Earth. But there's never been another you. How incredible is that? You are unique. There will never be another you. You are completely unique. I want you to notice as you think about that, how your perspective changes. And things that had seemed overwhelming no longer have any power over you. Things that had seemed hard or difficult to overcome no longer have any power over you. Because the essence of who you are is pure light and love. Just for a moment, get a sense of being that 3-month-old baby again. That beautiful baby that just wanted to be held and loved and fed. Get a sense of feeling that. Feel back into that 3 months old, because that is who you are. The essence of who you are is pure love. It's pure joy. Get a sense of that now, because that is who you are. You are love, and you are loved, and you are loving. Just get a sense of that now. How many people's lives have you touched with your love and your kindness? How many people are living their lives in a different way now because of something you said through kindness or love? And get a sense of that now, because that is who you are. The core of your being, the essence of who you are is pure love. You are love, you are loved, you are loving. Now in your mind's eye, get a sense of a target, a massive target between you and that beautiful planet. Get a sense of that now. Maybe get a sense of the colors of the bands and the center. Now in the center of that target is pure, unconditional love for yourself. In the center of that target, in the bullseye, is pure, unconditional love for yourself. In a moment, I'm going to make this sound. As I make that sound, you're going to be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through the center of that target and straight out the other side in a millisecond. And as you go through that target, your entire being is going to be flooded with the most incredible feeling of unconditional love for yourself. And I want you to understand it's okay to love yourself. So get ready. As I make that sound, you're going to be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through that target into a space of pure light and love. Get ready. You're going to feel your body and mind flooded with that most intense feeling of unconditional love for yourself. Now you're out the other side, just drifting in that space. Feel your mind and body being flooded with that feeling. Think for a moment about the people you love. People who love you. Get a sense of it now. Maybe see those smiles, feel that love. Now feel it like a burning hot sun in the summer sky. Shrink it down to a white hot nuclear powered ball of light as big as a golf ball. Pull that into your heart center and feel your heart expanding with that feeling of love and light and joy. Feel it flooding your body into every cell, every fiber, into the very marrow of your bones. I want you to notice that your body cannot contain that feeling of love. Feel it spreading beyond you and rippling out to the edges of the universe. And notice as your body's flooded with that most incredible, wonderful feeling, that every ounce of stress and anxiety and doubt has gone from your mind and your body, because it cannot coexist in your body with that feeling of love and light. The essence of who you are is love, and you are love, and you are loved, and you are loving. And you will be kind to yourself. You will take care of yourself because you are worth it. Get a sense of that now. And just for a moment, think of something you'd love to achieve this year, this week, this month. Get a sense of something you'd love to achieve. Now, go out into a future where you've achieved it. And I want you to notice the way you move and the way you breathe, having achieved that goal. Get a sense of it. See yourself there. Notice the way you move and the way you breathe. And I want you to step into that body and I want you to feel into it. Get a sense of that now. And now ask this question. How much fun is it? How much fun can I make it? Because now you know how good you're going to feel. Everything about you is inclined toward making it happen. Because we as human beings are inclined toward pleasure. Your unconscious mind, your instinctive mind wants you to thrive. It wants you to be happy. And now you know how good you're going to feel. Everything about you is inclined toward making it happen. You no longer need to be motivated. Now it's a natural inclination toward doing it. And understanding that you are love and you are loved. And feel that unconditional love for yourself. Get a sense of it and know it's okay to love yourself. Imagine it's happening. There's nothing you can do about it. Even at the first, you have to pretend it was something that was said to you, something was done to you. You really have no choice. You just feel that feeling of love for yourself. You are incredible. You are the most incredible creation. Get a sense of that now. Go with your unconscious often as you need to know that you can, you will. Move toward the things you enjoy purely because you're inclined toward it. Things that had seemed difficult to do turn out to be surprisingly easy. The harder you try and remember what it felt like to doubt yourself or be anxious, the calmer, the more confident you become. These words are going to continue to stay in your mind. And you will feel these words. You are loved, and you are loved, and you are loving. Because you are. Go with your unconscious often as you need to know that you're free. Free to be. You're already a whole being. You don't need to be anyone else. You have all the resources, all the strengths, all the understanding within you. Now what's needed is for you to allow yourself to do it in the right way for you, to find happiness right now in this moment, to live in this moment. Go with your unconscious often as you need to. Because in a moment I'm going to count to 10. And every suggestion I've given you, your mind and body will act upon without hesitation. It's now your reality. And on 8, your eyes will open. You are going to feel incredible. Like you've had a ton weight lifted, like you've had the blinkers removed. You will see things differently. You'll experience life differently. And on 10, that feeling of freedom, that new unconditional love for yourself is going to grow stronger day by day. No matter what bumps you hit along the road, no matter what blocks you come up against, nothing can distract you or deter you from the knowledge that you are loved and you are loved and you are loving. You're going to take that feeling into everything you do. So get ready. As I count to 10, on 8, your eyes will open. You will feel incredible. A lightness of being you may have never experienced before. And on 10, that feeling of freedom is going to grow stronger day by day. As you move toward the things you enjoy, because you enjoy them, not because you need to. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful. 2, to create the life you want and do it from love. 3, a feeling of freedom from every limiting belief that you or anyone else ever placed on you. 4, feel the force of that freedom and love right now. 5, feel incredibly alive. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely wonderful. 9, 10. Excellent. Well, it's lovely to see you all again. Nice to see you, Sarah. Good to see you. And it's nice to see those friendly faces. Nice to see you, Kate. Hope you enjoyed it. And where's the lady with the, oh, Virginia, I hope your cat enjoyed it. Good. So every time you look at that cat now, you'll just think, you are loved, you are loved, you are loving. All right. As I say, it's great to see you. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and I look forward to it. We're going to be doing these every month, if Amanda keeps allowing me to come back. Freddy's Free Friday Therapy at 4. You have to learn to say it like that with a London accent. Yeah, Freddy's Free Friday Therapy at 4. And we'll continue to do them as long as you want me to do them, all right? Great to see you, Petra. Right, and I'll see you all again soon. Good to see you, Mark. It'd be nice to have a chat at some point.
Absolutely, I'm up for it. Yeah, it's great to be back.
Okay. Good. And great to see you, Graham. By the way, Graham, if you don't know Graham created this protocol called the clearance protocol. And that has helped so many people around the world. Lots of people say to me, you know, I use the clearance protocol. If you're into doing therapy and stuff like that, and especially if you're doing hypnotherapy, check Graham out. He's a great man. He's a wonderful person. And see what you think, right? And it's not, it's very, very small amount of money to do it as well. So you know, it's not going to break the bank. All right. Anyway, take care, everybody. And if anyone's doing training, Jacquin Hypnosis Academy, we're running a diploma course from the 9th of Feb. So if you want to jump on that, and to join our membership, it's £1 a day. So don't think, you know, less than a cup of coffee. Probably 4 times less than a cup of coffee if you live in London. Anyway, I'm not here to sell you stuff. Just thought I'd tell you. All right, look. So see you soon. Have a beautiful weekend, and you are loved. Remember that.